the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the Indiana Pacers. Checking out the Pacers, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And Chris Paul will be in action tonight, and no doubt he is one of the best in the game. There are a lot of great point guards in the league, but Shaq, is he still the most complete point guard, would you say?
I would say yes. He makes his teammates immensely better with his on-point passing. Ernie, he still showed us the last playoffs that he can still hit that clutch shot.
Yeah, I still say he's one of the best on-ball defenders in basketball hall.
The starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At power forward, that's
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. The Clippers hoping to give a strong showing here for their home crowd. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Cohen, he's in at point guard. Scott is out there with Chris Kaman. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ellis at the shooting guard position. Last outing for Indiana, they won that game against the Suns in Phoenix.
The thing I took away from that game was just how dominant they were on the backboard.
Well, it would have been hard not to see how dominant they were based on the numbers. I mean, they just completely dominated the glass.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Paul, and that one goes long. The Clippers on defense. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
That's good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Freak. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. And now the Clippers on the break. Ellis against Redick. Paul outside. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Jordan. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Passes to Griffin. And it's Paul penetrating. And the wide open shot from Redick. They get it back from the arc. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Here's Redick following the basket by Freak. Griffin kicks to Paul. Jordan sets the pick for Paul. Goes up at the stripe. Griffin. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Griffin's got his first points of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Freak kicks to George. Can't get it to go. Good D by Jordan. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Redick, a good look, and they cash in right away with a quick shot.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Pass to Scott on the wing, George. There's the pick. And it's George again missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The feed to Griffin. Fires from 18. Scott pulls it in. Pacers trail by 4. Down low. Here's Ellis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to. Make the right play.
Paul passes to Jordan, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
Well, Greg, you know, there's no question about that. You played on a tough physical Knicks team during your NBA career, and that would fall right in line with a smart, strong foul right there.
I agree. Very good point.
No luck that time either. They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, you know, they got behind, but they hung in there and maintained contact.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Here's Jordan after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Jordan dishes to Paul. Feeds it to Redick. This one for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Cohen. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. LA's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
Thanks, Kevin. He talked about the challenge defensively, going up against a team that can really execute. He said, they're a team that makes the most of every single possession. They won't settle for tough shots. We have to make them take difficult shots, contested shots. Guys, let's see if they have what it takes.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, it really makes sense to have their defense poised to deal with the great shooters on the floor.
It really does. If they can't keep the damage done by those guys to a minimum, then it's going to be a long night.
No secret about that. I mean, when they're able to get into a rhythm shooting the ball, they can put a lot of points on the board in a hurry.
Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. And Redick kicks to Pierce. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Pierce has got 5 now.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
For Indiana, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And a wide open look for Freak. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Clippers have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Well, so important to have three-point shooters that can stretch the defense and open things up. These small forwards have been doing just that over the last month. In the third spot, Paul George.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach, Greg. You got to get up into them. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the 3.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Crawford's checked in, and a change for the Pacers. Turner's checked in.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Dishes it to Redick. Back to Paul. There's the lob to the hoop. Jordan the pass to Paul. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Crawford outside. He kicks to Jordan. Oh, no one around him. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Freak kicks to Hill. George up top. Out to the right wing. Here's Cohen. And Indiana, another three.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Now here's Crawford. A 14-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee. And Griffin sends it back. And he's able to get it back. No problems knocking that one down. Now it's a 5-point Indiana lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Paul outside. Jordan the screen. Launches it. And another three from Paul. Paul's got 9 points.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Clippers moving the ball around. Griffin kicks to Redick. Misses off the right iron.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Shoots a three. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Turner. Crawford against George. From 11 feet away. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
A different look for the Clippers. LA's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Roberts. 9 points last game out. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain phase. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Cohen. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. And DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team, but as a defender, he understands heat.
I'm not really a big scorer for our team, but that's not.
Well, Jordan, a man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job, Clark, and does it very, very well. He is excelling.
Yeah, he is. He may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the Clippers' Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan's become a defensive beast, an animal defensively, and really the thing of it is he's still learning and growing. He's going to continue to get better, which is scary.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Cohen in at point guard. Chris came in out there with Scott. Then it's Jody Meeks. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Well, a chance here to check out Chris Paul. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging 15 points a game, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. The Pacers also with the sub. Monte Ellis checked in for Jody Meeks. The shot by Paul, no good. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. And so here is Indiana. Freak with it. He's got 16. Came in a screen on Redick. Here's Cohen.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Paul kicks to Griffin. To the paint. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And here is Los Angeles now. Paul outside. To the wing right side. Griffin dishes to Paul. And it's Freak with the rebound.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. LA's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Good. And that's 13 points for Chris Paul.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns was superb. He finished with 48 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Came in the high post, inside. Freak passes to Ellis. Here's Cohen. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the league appears to be heading north, if you will.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. And George kicks to Freak. But Trey, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
That's a 2 from Paul, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Well, most coaches will tell you, you need scoring in the paint to be successful. And here are some big men around the league that have been providing plenty of that over the last month. Fourth, Blake Griffin.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge, because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Yet, no matter how much attention they're getting, they're still going to get their points. I mean, opponents just have to keep fresh legs out there and try to limit the damage and make them work for whatever points they do get.
All up top. He had 16 points in the win against Milwaukee.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Pacers trail by 7. Freak kicks to Hill. Here's Cohen. They get it again. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Smith is checked in. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Here's Griffin, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his third assist on the night. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
6 to shoot. Goes up to the stripe. Here's Turner. It's back to Hill. From beyond the arc, it's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Freak.
And really no offensive flow whatsoever. Just 1 of 10 in the quarter.
Kevin, let's see how the Clippers have performed over the last few weeks. Third three-point shooting, third and fewest turnovers per game. And they also show up in the top 5 in assists. They've got scores, and they're a pretty good passing team as well.
And it's their ranking in the three-point percentage that really catches my eye. A team stocked with some real sharpshooters. And when you can stroke it like that, the green light doesn't get any brighter.
Outside Hill. Hill kicks to Freak. Stolen by Pierce. The dish now to Redick. Smith sets the pick for Redick. And Turner with the block. But they'll get another chance. Here's Roberts. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Roberts got 6. Pacers trail by 5. Outside, George. Here's Cohen. Off the mark and a bad shot there.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Griffin against George. Kicks it to Pierce. Screen by Smith. Pierce with it. He's picked up by Hill. Roberts misses the 3.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
Clippers leading by 5. Redick for 3. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Outside, George. He feeds it to Freak. The pass to Hill. Hill dishes to Freak. Smith with some nice D. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Cohen. The three-pointer off the mark.
Kevin, I tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
And it's Smith missing. Pacers trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And it's Freak missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Redick for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Hill passes to Freak. And Turner kicks to Hill. Here's Cohen. Here's Turner. And Griffin sends it back to the middle. A nice shot by Roberts. Roberts got 4 points in the quarter.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
making some changes. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Pierce. And Mack subbed in for J.J. Redick. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Jody Meeks comes in for Freak. And we finished 1/2.
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
Okay, guys, let's talk about that first half. We've given this crowd way too much to cheer about. The second half is going to be played on our terms. You got me? I like the number of assists we've racked up. That says a lot about the way we've been.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Check out the stats for Freak. He's got 21 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
Pacers trail by 12. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Pierce in at the 3 spot. Paul outside. It's Pierce on the wing. To the paint. Here's Griffin. It's rebounded by Indiana. Kamen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And George kicks to Kaman. Pass to Freak. Shoots the 3. But they get it back. Second chance shot. Offensive rebound. Expanding his range. Can't get it to go.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Clippers leading by 9. Jordan sets the pick for Redick. Outside Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Pierce dishes to Paul. Drilled from 11 feet out. Paul's got 20.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Freak passes to Scott. Outside, George. Now here's Freak. Guarded closely. From deep. The Clippers grab the miss. Griffin's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Pierce. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Pierce taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw.
It's been a nice game for Pierce. He has 8 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Puts up a 3, and it's Freak missing.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there, or that he keeps on trying to.
Paul kicks to Redick. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. It's tipped and stolen by Kaman. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast break chance. He dishes it to Freak. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 6 assists now in the game. Clippers leading by 9.
Timeout for the Clippers.
Check out the numbers for Jordan. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. First in rebounding, first in block. Many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And, you know, just going back real quick to the fact that, well, I mean, that's a tremendous feat. He's a monster in the paint.
Picked by Griffin. That's good from Paul Pierce on the assist from Redick. That's 10 points for Paul Pierce.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Redick dishes to Jordan. Paul kicks to Griffin. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Griffin's got 8 points. Here's Cohen. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Los Angeles leading by 13. Redick passes to Griffin. The kick out to Pierce. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. 12 points for Paul Pierce.
A Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Redick with the bucket. He's got 7.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense. And force them to beat you over the top.
It's Jordan on the wing. The 10-footer. And he connects with the jumper. Jordan's got his second basket of the game.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 13-4 run. Paul kicks to Jordan. Redick dishes to Griffin. Down low. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got 4 points this quarter.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Here's Cohen. Hands it from downtown.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Clippers leading by 17. And here is Jordan. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Now here's Paul. Just 5 on the clock. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Here's Kaman. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. The Clippers, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Jason Smith, he's checked in for the Clippers. Crawford comes in for Paul Pierce. Good on both. Clippers leading by 17. Crawford up top, defended by George. Passes it to Griffin. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one is on Kaman.
Griffin's been able to continue his game. He has 9 rebounds and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. Max checked in for J.J. Redick. The Pacers also changing it up. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Kane. And so here is Indiana. And so in the game for the Pacers. Cohen, he's in at the point. Scott is out there with Paul George. Then there's Chris Kaman. And it's Ellis at the shooting guard. Ball outside. Pass to Griffin. And it's blocked by Scott. Now Freak. Ellis outside. They set the pick. The feed to George. Indiana moving it around. 6 to shoot. Cohen. That 3 off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Outside Griffin. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Redick's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers. Now here's Freak, defended by Paul. Freak with it. And that one hits back iron.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Here's the pass to Paul. Here's Griffin. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Blake Griffin. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Pacers trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Really, that's his specialty right there. Finding that angle and then going hard to the rim.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Clippers leading by 20. Paul outside. Jordan sets the pick for Paul. Jordan with the screen on Ellis. And the foul called on Freak.
That's his second personal foul.
Here's Jordan. Here's Pierce. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Paul Pierce. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th. Ellis kicks to Freak. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Ellis against Reddick. And it's Paul, top the key. Bangs home the trifecta. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
And it's Freak missing.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Paul dishes to Jordan. Uses both hands to slow it down.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one. But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, "Are you kidding me?"
Over in the corner, Paul. No good from outside.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Reddick passes to Paul. And a fast break now for the Pacers. And that one's good. And that's now 6 points for Monte Ellis.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
Here's with a wide-open look. Los Angeles with another miss.
Move it.
The Pacers shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. And George gets it to go.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
And here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. And Reddick kicks to Jordan. Feeds to Paul. To the inside. Griffin. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
And so here is Indiana. Shoots the 3. And it's Freak missing.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Shot from 12. And Griffin scores. The assist by Paul. Paul's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And here's Freak.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
From beyond the arc. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Great open look there. Reddick's got 4 this quarter.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. So both teams making some changes here. Check in for Donald Sloan. Now here's Freak. No luck. Great D that time from Jordan. LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And Roberts kicks to Matt. Now Crawford. A floater, and it's Rice with the rebound.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
And it's Freak missing.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Screen by Smith. Here's Roberts. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
The good news is they've already got this game wrapped up. You might as well sit back and relax.
And so here is Indiana. Freak with it for the three. Can't get it to go. Here's Mack. And it's Freak with the rebound.
Move it. Move it.
Freak's got 6 rebounds here tonight. They need this one. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 33 points for Freak.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hands.
Crawford with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Now here's Crawford. Defense right on him. And Turner with the block. They get it back. It's up a 3. Crawford missing again.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Expanding his range. But they recover it.
Tough play underneath to give them another shot.
Now here's Freak. Guarded closely. And a miss there on the triple. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
There's the pick. Crawford left side. Wide open. And the jumper is on the mark. Pacers shooting just 31% in the game. And it's Freak missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Move it. Move it.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter. And Meeks kicks to Freak. And not sure what he was thinking there. Los Angeles has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Chris Paul. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Roberts dishes to Crawford. Clock at 4. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Shot by Roberts, no good.
Move it. Move it.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Takes a 3.
Sticking too much.
Here's Kaman. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Roberts. And so they foul intentionally.
Too little, too late. They may as well just let the clock run and save their energy for another day.
Clark, you know, sometimes frustration just shows through in a game like this, and I think that's what we're seeing right now.
Timeout charges for the Pacers.
And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Freak. Can't connect. So the Clippers winning this one easily.
Thanks, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move Chris Paul. Shaq, what'd you think?
You know what? He's a total.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny's